Near the New York area, there are towns in New Jersey and Pennsylvania that have unusual names, and they all end in Unk. So in previous videos, I've been to Monunka-chunk, New Jersey, and I've been to Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, which was originally called Mach-chunk. And I've always seen this other town on the map, Equinunk, Pennsylvania. So I wanted to do a little research as to what kinds of names are these towns, and it turns out that they're all Lenni Lenape town names, and I asked for what the meaning of each of the towns was. So when you have chunk, that means mountain or hill. So Mach-chunk, Pennsylvania means Bear Mountain, and Monunka-chunk, New Jersey means hill at the boundary. And then Equinunk, they're not quite sure what that means, but they have a couple of theories. One is it's a place where people put clothes on rocks. And what is the significance of that? Well, when the early settlers were trading with the Lenape native people, the Lenape did not want to receive things being bartered, such as clothes. They wanted to receive clothes, but they didn't want them handed to them. They wanted the clothes to be placed on rocks. So Equinunk is maybe the place where the settlers would place clothes on rocks when they wanted to trade for something. Or it could also just mean trout place. I think nunk means place. So it's a whole other language you could learn and become multilingual if you learned Lenni Lenape. Who knows, this language might come back, but it appears in a lot of town names in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and New York. So I wanted to go see Equinunk to see what was going on there. So what are we talking about here? This is a map of the whole United States, and this is the area we're talking about: northern New Jersey, northeastern Pennsylvania, southeastern New York. So here's the area generally in relationship to New York City, to the southeast, and this is where we're basically talking where some of the major cities are Scranton and Binghamton. So this is where Equinunk is. I've outlined a couple of other small towns that I've done videos of recently: Deposit, New York, and I did a video of both Honesdale and Hawley, Pennsylvania. So this is in the middle. And when I came down to a little hamlet called Lordville, where there were a lot of motorcyclists that were there for some event, and I wanted to film a little bit more of the town, but they would have thought it was kind of weird, a group of guys on their motorcycles and me filming. So I just had a chance to film as I was passing by a really colorful, kaleidoscopic house in Lordville. It seems like a kind of a cool little place. Very little. I don't know if there's a place you could stay there, but it's right on the Delaware. And so then that was in New York, and I crossed the bridge over the Delaware, and then I drove down to Equinunk. So let me show you a little of Lordville and then what little there is to see in Equinunk. This isn't going to be a long video because there's not much going on in Equinunk, but I've captured it for posterity in this video. So thanks for watching. What is this wild place? I think I'm in Lordville, New York. Talk about colorful. Look at this. And I'm about to cross the Delaware River here. And there's a lot of dirt biker type guys here. I've seen so many of them going the other direction. Now we're going to go over the Delaware River. Looks like there's people out there floating in the river. I don't see any downriver though, just upriver. So here we are back in the Upper Delaware National Scenic Area, and now we're in Pennsylvania. We'll probably see a hunting allowed sign or something pretty soon. But I'm looking for the town of Equinunk, Pennsylvania. And recently I went through the town of Hancock, New York. It was picturesque. I just didn't feel like filming there. Covering a lot of ground today, so I wanted to see what there is to see in Equinunk, so let's keep going and see what's going on. It says I'm about to arrive in my destination of Equinunk. Must not be that big. Let's see what's going on.
You have arrived.
This is it? We shall see. There's the Delaware over there. This old church. Looks like a general store / bar. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So the Equinunk Historical Society. I hope I'm pronouncing the name of the town correctly. An old house in there with a green light on the front porch. Some nice old houses here. Heavily forested area, so it's kind of tough to see. Turn around up here and circle back. Well, I don't know if I've seen everything there is to see in Equinunk. Village Barn Restaurant. No breakfast after 11 a.m. Hours are written by hand here. It looks nice, but it doesn't look open right now. All right, let's see if there's anything else to see here in Equinunk. Well, there's some interesting curios in this town. Village, hamlet. People going into the store over here. The general store. Now that's the general store. I'll go down here a little bit, but I think I've seen pretty much everything there is. Here's the Equinunk Emporium. Open, it says. Pretty wild. It looks bigger on the map than it is in person.